Okay, let's say I want to write a program that is going to read in some information from the serial port, and then I'm going to use that information in some form. Now, later on, this might be where we read in some information from a digital input device or something other than the screen, but this is a good exercise. So we'll just call this read some information. Okay, and I'm going to set up some placeholders. Okay, so I've just set a placeholder for characters, and that's going to actually, I'm going to do temperatures. I'm going to convert the temperatures from degrees, whatever I input, from degrees centigrade to degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm setting some placeholders for that. I want a counter, and I want to know the value, and I'm going to do it in terms of integers, in case anybody hasn't done their homework yet. Okay, in void setup, this is where we put our code that runs once. Oh yeah, that's the problem I had with this before. Okay, because I've expanded the printout, you don't see it quite right, but that's okay. Okay, so serial. So I'm putting a placeholder there for serial. Okay, and then under void loop, this is where I'm going to run repeatedly. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is while the serial is available and it's greater than 0, I'm going to read some input. So the first thing I'm going to read is test1 of I equals serial read. I'm going to increment I. Oops, let me do it this way. I like a little space. Okay, and if so, I'm going to read in the characters one at a time. Okay, and then I'm going to look for the end of the string, the terminator. If -1, that's the character I just read in, is equal to and that is a line feed. Oops. Oops. Okay. Then I am going to look and see if test of I -1, that's the one I just read in, is equal to did I do that right? 0, yes, I did do that right. Okay, and so I look to see if test of I +1 is that terminator. If it is, then I want to set that to the null character, which is 0. Okay, and now I want to reset my counters. And I want to print out my temperature. Oops. Let's do it this way. Leave a little space. So ATOI function converts my text into an integer. And then I want to print this out. And provided I didn't make any mistakes, I should be off and running. So that's got that. Let's see. Did I do? Well, oh, I need one more terminator there. Okay. And I think I've got everything. So let's go ahead and let's compile it and see if it works. And I've got to put it in a folder. So let's do that. Mechatronics, classes. This is tomorrow night's class, and we'll just call this one test read. Obviously, I've done it before. You can see in that directory. I've got a bunch of them. Okay, so if this works, and it didn't, so I'm missing a token here. Let me just see if I can see where it is. Okay, so that's closed. That's open. Open. Close, close. I think I have one too many. Nope, there should be 3 at the end. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, void loop. Void loop. Okay, it's right in here. Oh, I see it. There it is. Okay. Let's try it again. And there we have it. Okay, so you see it compiled. Let's go ahead and run that. And it's running. And let's open up the serial monitor. Let's bring this over here. So now if I plug in the number 20, the temperature should actually be 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And lo and behold, 30, it's 86, 25, 77, and so on. So now I'm able to plug in 105 degrees, and it's 221, so it's boiling. So that worked real well. Okay, so one of the questions I'm going to ask you tomorrow is, what is wrong with this program? There's something very fundamentally wrong with this program for the most part. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow.